Okay, week 3. Back to chest, shoulders and triceps. Okay, so this week we're going to incorporate quite a few different training methods. Before we get started, before you start your workout, don't forget your small warm up and your stretching. Okay, triceps, shoulders, chest. You can also stretch other muscle groups out as well that you feel might be a little bit tight. But otherwise, yep, training methods this week are pyramid, drop sets, holds or negatives, and burns as well. Okay, so what I'm going to try and show in this week is it's not always about being regimented in terms of your training method. Sometimes you're going to feel like, you could be doing a drop set and then suddenly halfway through think, I'll put a couple of burns in there, or I'll put some negatives in there. You can't, it's not a very good one to choose from there. So I'll do a couple of burns in there, okay? Or I'll do a couple of holds. Yeah, you could change your mind at any point throughout your actual workout or that particular exercise to really shock the muscle. If you don't know what's coming next, nor does your body. If your body knows what's happening, it will adapt to you. We don't want it to adapt that easy in terms of to keep up with us. We want to keep challenging it. So let me just demonstrate this on this particular workout. So first off, you're going to go to a dumbbell flat bench press. Okay, you're going to do your standard pyramid. So your 15, 15, 12, 10 and 12. Okay, then we're going to go into a drop set and maybe some holds or maybe some burns. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So first off, feet on the floor, shoulders back, normal form, not too sure, watch the demonstration video, otherwise, yeah, here we go. So standard set of pyramids, so I'm going to do my flat bench, this is, okay, just squeezing the chest, okay, 15 easy reps, another 15 easy reps, well, another 15 more challenging reps by going up and weight again, 12 reps, go up and weight again, 10 to 12 reps, maybe a few, maybe a little bit heavier, maybe go down in the reps again, okay, well, now, when I get to the end of the pyramid, what I then do is I do a drop set. Okay, so what I do is I put these weights down and I pick a lighter set up and go again and rep out for as many as I can. If I'm going past my 15 rep area, as such, repetition area, okay, I've gone too light. Sorry, I should have just said that, it would have been easier. Okay, but otherwise, let's ignore that for a second. So you're going to do a drop set, you're going to lower the weight and just rep again. After that, you're going to put them weights down, you're going to pick another lighter set up and you're going to go again. A drop set can go on forever until you go down to hand weight, which you can possibly do. Okay, but predominantly do about 4 drop sets or 3 or 4 drop sets. Sometimes you might only feel like you want to do maybe, 2 drop sets, so you might need to drop the weight once or twice. At the end of my drop set, and I can't push anymore, I might bring it to a point where I can push it and just keep repping there and squeezing the chest, squeezing the chest. And then what I do is I might do a hold, which is, I'd have to do a hold in a side lateral, in a fly position here. Because that there, you could hold it there, you can hold it there, but I'd hold it here because you get a stretch at the same time. Okay, so that's like 3 or 4 training principles all in one exercise. So you're going to go from flat bench. First off, you're going to go pyramid, and then when you finish your pyramid, you're going to go straight into a drop set. So you just keep dropping the weight and just keep repping out as many as you can. And then you might go to a set of burns and holds. Okay? See how you feel. Play about with it a little bit. Remember, pyramid is where you start from, and you play other training principles into it. So from there, I'm now going to go to an incline press. Okay? And I'm going to do exactly the same again. I'm going to pyramid up on the first one, and then when I've finished on the pyramid, I'm going to go straight to a drop set, so I'll just keep picking lighter weights up and keep going. Okay, pick another set of lighter weights up and keep going until I've had enough. And I might just put a set of burns in there, so little burns, okay, little partials at the top of the movement, at the bottom, or wherever I can move it. Okay, from there, then we're going to go to an incline bench fly. So, incline, bench fly, same again, okay? By this point you don't really have to think too much about pyramids. You might want to just go straight forward into a set of 12 reps. Just 12 reps or so, maybe 8 to 12 reps. At the end of that, okay, maybe twice round on the 12 reps, okay, then you can go to your drop set. So you might want to do just a standard set of 8 to 12 reps, maybe 3 or 4 times around with a little bit of rest in between, and then go to the drop set. You might find by this point that's had enough, that particular muscle group's had enough, and your cardiac muscles had enough, so you might not do a drop set on that. But at this point you're going to give it a bash. You're going to do your standard sets, okay, of 8 to 12 reps. And then you're going to go for your drop sets, so you're just going to keep dropping the weight, going back in position, going again, maybe 3 or 4 times round, and then maybe a couple of, okay, holds, hold it here, squeeze, or little burns on the chest. From here, we're then going to go over to the cables, and we're going to do the same on the cables. So I'm going to move the bench. You're going to pick a weight that you're going to get a good set of 8 to 12 reps out of. Okay, standard as well, so foot forward in the middle of the machine. Okay, make sure you're in the middle of the machine, you're not more to one side than you are the other. Chest out, normal form, squeeze your chest, and you're going to be like maybe 2 or 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. At the end of that, you then drop the weight, go again. Okay, no rest in between on a drop set. So on a drop set you don't rest, and then you're going to drop the weight again once you fatigue and keep going, maybe about 3 or 4 times. At the end of that drop set you might want to do some partials or burns as they're called, okay? They're called partials or burns. Bring it to the front and you might just burn the chest, burn, yeah, squeeze, okay, bring it here. And then at the end of that you might want to do a hold back here and stretch. Okay, simple. From there you're then just going to go to a standard set of bench pullovers. Okay, I'm going to show you that now. And when I say standard set, I mean, sorry, 2 seconds, just adjust it down a pinch, there we go. When I say standard set, no real training principles in here, just 3 to 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Okay, 12 to 15 reps. So, flat hip, there, here, chest out, arms straight, putting through with the chest, squeeze your hands together, and to there. Okay, really stretching it all out. Simple, but super effective. So now we're going to move on to shoulders. Okay, from shoulders, we're then going to go to triceps. So I'm going to stop the camera, move a few things around, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so we're on to shoulders. We're going to go from a standard shoulder press. First time round I want you to pyramid up on this. Okay, then you're going to go to a drop set. Then we're going to go to some burns and a little bit of holds on this. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay, so my first set. Okay, make sure your feet are firmly on the floor and a little bit wider apart than normal. Press clean through, okay? And clean through. When I say clean through, I duck my head under the bar. There, okay? Standard set of 15. This is the pyramid. 15, 15, 12, 10 to 12. Okay, then I'll rest a little bit. I'll rest in between each one of them sets as well. Then I'm going to go straight to a drop set after I've rested just a little bit. So what I do is on that last set of 10 to 12 reps, I use the same weight. Okay, I'm just going to rep that out. When I fatigue, I put the bar down, I strip weight off, or I pick up another barbell. Okay, you can use dumbbells as well if you want, but just use a barbell on this particular one. I pick up a lighter barbell and go again. No rest in between drop sets. Do this for about 3 or 4 times. Okay, see how you feel. 3 or 4 times. And then at the end of that, when I'm really fatigued, I might just partial at the bottom, burn at the bottom, and then I'll hold. Okay, and I'll hold, woo, can't hold anymore. Simple. Then you're going to move over to a cable. Single arm side lateral cable raise. So you're going to apply just the right weight, okay, to give me, now we're not going to pyramid up, because we've already pyramid up on the shoulders and there's loads of blood in there anyway. We've already got the mind connected to them. Right, so you're just going to give me 2 or 3 sets of standard repetitions of 8 to 12 reps. Okay, so we're going to come here, side lateral raise with the cable, you get a better stretch, constant tension. Okay, so I've done my, say, 3 sets of like 8 to 12 reps, resting between each particular set. Then on the last set, I do my drop set. Okay, so I'm fatiguing off the last set, I strip some weight and I go again. I strip a little bit more weight when I fatigue and I go again. Now when I've done enough drop sets and I can't do anymore, I do a few partials at the bottom. Okay, or I lift at the top and I do some partials at the top, some burns at the top. And then what I might do is in that I might put a hold in. Now, if you're doing single arm, what you can do is, you can mix it up a little bit. So when you're doing a drop set, okay, do a drop set on both arms so they get a little bit of rest in between. So by the time, because the cardiac muscle won't rest. Okay, so say if I'm doing a drop set for say, okay, I've finished on this arm, I now turn around and I go with the other arm. Okay, then I'll turn straight back round and go back to this arm. It's very hard on the cardio system. So that's just another way of shocking the body, just another little way of shocking the body. But otherwise, if you're doing both at the same time, you don't worry too much about that. From there, we're now going to go to front double dumbbell raises. No pyramid up on this, okay? She's going to give me 2 or 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, sorry, okay, with the same weight. And then at the back end of that, you're going to drop set. Drop sets that just keep dropping down in the weight and going again on the set. So I've come to, I'm on my first drop set, I'm coming to the end of my first drop set. Okay, I can't do any more, put the dumbbells down, I pick another set up that are lighter, and I go again, and you get like 4 or 5 reps there. Okay, so next time I might go even a lot lighter than that. So whereas before I might have only come down by like 10%, I might this time come down by like 30% or something. Okay, at the end of that, I'll do some partials at the bottom, or partials at the top, and I'll do some holds, chest out. I'm straight as possible. Oh, they'll be cooked. From that, you're then going to go to a cable side rear delt raise. Okay. Here, lean forward, square your body up with the machine and pull to the side. Let's show you from this angle. Okay, so pull to the side, not to the rear at the moment. Okay, now you can work your rear delts from there. You can work them in a tucked motion. So what I mean by that is your arms here and you just pull your shoulder blade back. When you're not doing that, it's going to isolate as much as possible. Okay, once again, give me a couple of sets or 3 sets of standard 8 to 12. Okay, and then from there, at the back of that, when you finish them sets, go straight to your drop set. So when you're doing your standard sets, do one arm, okay, finish, go to the other arm, finish, come back to this arm. So there's not much rest in that when you're doing things single arm. So I want you to do that, in fact. So I want you to, when you've done one arm, go straight to the other arm. Just go straight to the other arm and do the other arm. So then you're going to do the same with the drop sets. You can either do the entire drop set on one side, or do a drop set and then go to the other side. That's not clear contact, meaning I'll clear it up a little bit more. Okay, so from there, what we're now going to do is we're going to go straight to triceps. So I'm going to move the bar, pull the bench over, and we're going to hit it. Right, good. Okay. Woo! Right, here we go. So you've done the rope press down loads of times. Now, start looking at other exercises for these particular muscle groups, okay? So your triceps for say. Start looking at other exercises, start implementing these particular training principles to it. Start looking at the training principles area. Start thinking about them and start thinking, now, is it really that easy to construct a workout? Yes. People confuse things too much. Now what we're doing today is a little bit confusing, I guess, in terms of the fact that we're putting loads of principles in, but if you can just get one thing, if I can put one thing across, it's muscle confusion and confusing the body, but making sure it's under full control, and the fact that you're 100% giving that muscle 100% attention, so we're not cheating in it anyway, unless we really have to get them last couple of reps out. It will confuse the muscle will continue to grow, the cardiac muscle will continue to grow, and we continue to lose weight. Okay, so I'm going to show you, once again, same principle we've done on the other exercises. Okay, standard rope press down, to add a little bit more weight to the left, it feels funny. Okay, so on this one, standard set of, because it should be pretty warm anyway, the triceps, okay? So I'm just going to do a standard set, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. At the back end of that, you do your drop set. Okay, you do your drop set, so straight away, you drop a little bit of weight, and you go again. You go again, just keep going until you can't do no more. Drop the weight, go again. From there, okay, so I forgot about the burns and that, see? Okay, that might have been enough though. You might think, blimey, I can hardly move my arms. That's enough. That's enough for now. From there, you're gonna, when you've done your drop set, you might want to do some burns at the bottom or burns at the top, and some holds halfway. Okay, just hold. Stretch them. Okay, tense them in between as well. They tone more when you're doing that. Done, right? Into an overhead extension. Look drunk, I was wobbling everywhere. Okay, from here, exactly the same principle. Same principle we just done. Exactly the same. I don't want to reinforce it again, it's the same principle. From there, I need to adjust the camera a little bit. This is slightly different. Okay, so what you're going to do here is, you're going to give me a standard set of bench dips. Right, maybe 2 or 3 sets. You should be feeling it by now, the triceps. Okay, so maybe like 8 to 12 reps of this. That's too easy, elevate your feet. Now, to do a drop set for this, all you do is you come back after your, say, 3rd set of standard reps, and then you just start repping out. When you fatigue, bring your feet a bit closer. When you fatigue, bring your feet a bit closer. When you fatigue, bring your feet a bit closer until you can't bring them any closer. Whew, that's a good drop set. Don't forget, when you've done your drop set, you can do some partials, okay, some partials or burns. Do them at the top, squeeze, or at the bottom, squeeze, and some holds. Now the problem with that is, you're going to have to be quick with the feet, because otherwise you'll drop to the floor. Done. Okay? That will do them triceps. If not, do an overhead extension set, same as what we've done on everything else, but otherwise, yeah, give it a bash, tell me how it goes, and you should be feeling it by now. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.